it's Emmy. Today we're going to be painting a sketchbook spread of whimsical flowers. I just want to fill a page with flowers, just fun, non-realistic flowers. I'm almost at the end of my sketchbook, so I'm just trying to have a little fun with it. So I'm going to sketch it out on camera. I'm using a coal erase pencil because this is what I like to use under watercolor. It doesn't smudge and it blends pretty well. But I'm going to draw a little darker than what I normally draw just so that you guys can see it. So I'm just kind of going with pretty basic flowers, but I'm going to add some fun details. And none of these are very realistic. Like I said, I don't really like drawing realistic flowers. I like kind of silly ones. So there's a few shapes I've been drawing constantly, and I'm not sure what they're supposed to be, but they are fun. So even if you can't draw a flower, you can draw a circle or a circle-ish shape, because some people say they can't draw circles. And if you can draw a circle with a circle, you can draw a flower. When they're all together, they will look like flowers. So this is just a stem with little teardrop shape kind of things. We're going to draw another just kind of basic flower, the kind we've been drawing since we were little. It has kind of elongated petals and kind of a tulip shape. I'm going to draw more petals this time though. And they don't have to be the same size. And then I'm going to draw, I'm just going to kind of sketch it in because the paintbrush does most of the work here. And let's see, I'm going to start drawing in some stems. I didn't leave a lot of room for a lot of them, and I don't want it to just be stems, but I do want some leaves. So this guy's just going to get 2 leaves, because why not? And then I think I'm going to do some berries up here. Alright, so I will make a template of this if you want to do your own, and it'll be available on my website. I'll have a link below for you so that you can download it if you just don't think you can paint flowers. Alright, so we're back and we're going to start painting the flowers. I'm using watercolor paint today. You can use whatever you want. You can use markers or gouache or acrylic paint even, but I will be adding colored pencils on top of this to add more details, because I think that colored pencils add a really nice detail to flowers, to really anything. I really like using colored pencils with watercolor. It's kind of my trick for when I don't like a painting, is I add either ink or I'll add colored pencils to the top of it, and that makes it a lot prettier. It makes it feel finished. So on yours, you probably won't have thick red lines. You will have wanted to lightly erase the pencil lines until just you can see it. I like to keep it nice and dark on a video though. All right. So as you're going, you can drop in multiple colors. That's a fun way to add more texture, which I love. I'm just kind of going for solid colors though, because the fun details will be added with pencils. I thought I was out of my flower phase for a bit, but it's all I want to paint lately. It's kind of my old favorite, so I'm really enjoying painting flowers right now. I go through phases where I don't want to paint flowers, or all I want to paint is flowers. I guess it's because it's springtime maybe. It is funny that I'm painting flowers and I'm so allergic to the air right now. It is so pollen-y. So we're just gonna skip around, letting areas dry as we fill in color. All right, for this flower that I left an opening, we're gonna let the brush do all the work for this one. So we're going to take the brush and just kind of leave little rounded lines. You can add more. You can make some kind of wonky. It's one of my favorite flowers to draw. Alright, I'm going to put this on time lapse so that I can just paint it. Alright, I'm back. I let the paint dry mostly, and I've added a few little extra little flower bits. They're just like kind of scribbly little areas that will be flowers when I add stems with pencil. I also added a few little leaves and like a little, I don't know what that bottom part of the flower is called, but I added some of those. So now is the fun part. We're gonna add colored pencils to everything and give it all some fun detail. You can do it however you like. I like to add details to the centers. Like this is just a little scallop pattern. I really like adding that to flowers because they kind of look like that anyways. While I have the yellow pencil, I'm gonna add just little lines. You can add whatever mark making marks that you like. All right. And I'm just kind of adding lines haphazardly, trying not to make it too uniform. All right, I'm going to add the little stems for these flowers. And I think I'll add them for this one too. Just kind of make them connect, and if they don't connect, kind of add a line where they would, where it would go behind the flower, and we'll add more details to make them look a little more realistic. All right, so this one, I did a little cluster. That's awkward, but whatever. We're gonna add little green bottoms. All right, while I have the green out, I'm gonna just kind of add some outlines and some lines to some of the darker green leaves. You don't have to outline every single thing you do. I just like adding pencil details to add it just a little interest. All right, we'll go back to that light green for these kind of neon green colors. And I forgot to add this little bit. All right, I'm gonna add just little lines. I'm gonna get a darker color for that one. Even though these are the same flowers, by adding different details, it makes them look a little different. Sometimes I like adding like a blank little leaf to it too. It's just kind of fun. Let's see, the red. For this one, I like adding a little loopy. And then just little stamens. On this one, I like just doing lines. Sometimes if you look at petals in the sunlight, you can see the little lines. So I like adding those. For this one, I'm adding more loops. All right, we're gonna color that one a little bit because the paint bled a little too much. We'll just add a little bit of color to each of these, just for fun. Let's see, let's go back to this one and just put some little scribbles. Make it a little more flowery. And same with the red. All right, let's see, that pink needs, I'm gonna add dots. It's hard to see. I think I'm gonna add a darker color instead over the top. All right, And for this one, I'm going to add a grid. And I forgot to add details to this one. And so you can add more little just drawn flowers in, or, you know, little leafy bits. Or you can be done as it is. That's how I fill up an entire spread with flowers and make a very happy page in my sketchbook. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, don't forget to go to my website if you need the template to make your own. I'll leave the link below. Thank you for watching. Bye.